Plaintiff Bernadine Coleman Harper started using drugs at an early age, and she was addicted to heroin and crack cocaine for years. As a result, her 10 kids, including the defendant, were taken away by DCFS. And once she regained custody of the defendant, he was running with the wrong crowd and selling drugs. She's suing her son today for the value of a car. Defendant Dominatrix King says as a result of his mom's drug addiction, he was raised in foster care for nearly 10 years. Dominatrix admits that he got caught up with the wrong crowd and started selling drugs. And he first went to jail when he was just 15 years old.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I'm sorry that it had to come to this, because this is my son. I just want to tell you a little bit about me and my son. I was started on drugs at an early age. And
what age?
I was 18 when I started drinking, and I got on cocaine when I was 22. Then it escalated to heroin and crack cocaine. And
those are two different highs. How did you go from heroin to crack?
Went around different people that was doing it.
Did you do both?
No, first I was doing powder cocaine when I was 22. Then I moved to Chicago and got on heroin and crack cocaine.
Did you stop the cocaine when you started with the heroin?
Yes.
All
yes.
Right. You got tired of the upper and you wanted the downer?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And during that time, DCFS had took my kids. I got 10 kids. And while they was in DCFS, I was in and out of jail and in and out of prison. And during those times, while I was in and out of jail, I used to go to DCFS and see my kids. And this son of mine, he was always, acting out in DCFS. And when I did get him back, he had started hanging around the wrong people, selling drugs and in and out of jail. And ever since then, I've been clean for 18 years off heroin and cocaine.
What have you been doing to help your 10 children?
I've been having places to stay where they can come and visit, live with me. They have lived with me all through the years. But after a couple years, I had got on marijuana and alcohol, and I've been clean off of that for the last 2 years. I was off and on, and I just got my 2-year key tag for being clean for 2 years off
but
nothing.
The heroin and the cocaine is the big deal.
Yeah, I ain't been on that in 18 years.
That's 18, so how old are your children?
14 to 30.
14
to 30. Yeah.
All right.
And so since then, I've been trying to lead them in the right direction.
Doing what?
Showing positive stuff,
like
telling them positive things. I don't want them to be like me, going in and out of jail, because he's been back and forth to jail.
And the others been to jail?
Yeah, a couple of my other sons been to jail.
Did they get their high school diploma?
All of them got their high school diploma, except one, they got them in jail and in boot camp.
All right. You give me some background, young man.
Like she said, I went to DCFS. I was 3 years old until about 12 years old, you know what I'm saying, in and out of foster home.
What was your life like, emotionally and physically? In other words, were you troubled? Were you sad as a kid growing up? Tell us what the experience is like when you grow up in foster care, so that other women who have chosen heroin and crack over their 10 children will know what they experience. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was troubled. I felt some type of way toward my mom. I felt resentment toward her. And like I said, I was sad growing up. My father died when I was 6 years old. I ain't had no father figure. So I acted out, probably for attention, probably for love, I don't know. And I still continue to act out. And I started hanging around the wrong people, started selling drugs, started drinking, smoking.
You didn't get on heroin or crack, though. And that's usually the case. Most kids who are born and abandoned by their parent who is on crack or heroin, they don't do the same thing, thank God. When they look at the circumstances they were put in because of the crack and the heroin that their mother or father used. Now, some of them will get in other trouble, but most of them don't, because their life is so devastated by the crack and heroin addiction of their parent, they don't want to repeat that same devastation. And so they'll drink and smoke and sell and everything else and get in trouble, but thank God most of them do not do that because they are so horrifically damaged by their mother or father's drug addiction, and they recognize that their mother or father chose crack or heroin over them. And so it sounds like you were one of those young men who chose not to go that same route. And you ended up in jail at what age?
15, I got arrested. My first time I was arrested for selling drugs. And like I say, I've been back and forth ever since for other crimes. And like I say, I started drinking. And I be drinking a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, you still drink a lot?
Yeah.
How often?
I eat 5 days a week, probably.
How much?
Probably couple shots.
Couple shots a day, 5 days a week?
Yeah.
You think you need some help with your alcohol?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna try and get you some help. Did you get, your mother said you got a high school diploma. She said all of you guys did.
Yeah, I was incarcerated. I got GED, and like I said, I also was incarcerated. I got a couple college credits. Like I said, I'm trying to change my life. I want to change my life. I got an 8-year-old son, and I don't want him to grow up without no father figure.
Good. You didn't go any further than the few college credits? You didn't go skill trade or anything like that?
No.
So we'll find something for you. We're going to find that as well, a skill training program that you don't have to borrow a lot of money to go to, or community college, or even a university. So tell us, ma'am, why you're suing him for the car.
I'm suing him because one day I let my son, D'Angelo, use my car, and he picked him up to take him home.
He picked who up?
He picked Dominitric up to take him home. And he said they went in the gas station, and when they came back out, he said he was under the wheel. He know he can't drive my car because he don't got no license. I only let 3 of my kids drive that got license. And he said he told him to get from under the wheel, and he said he'll lead him. And then my son said he's going back and forth with him. And then he said he got ready to pull off, so he tried to grab the door. So he dragged them a little and skeeted off. And he was driving around. I guess then the police pulled on because he wasn't turning on his signals and all that. And the police got my car. He had open alcohol in it, and he driving on revoked. So it was a $500 fine at the police station. Then another $500 fine for having open alcohol in there. Okay. So, and then the tow fee is different. So I got the paper for the tow fee. The tow fee on 831, it was $1,300 and $40 a day. The tow fee, that ain't even the impound. That's the tow fee. It's a fee at the Chicago Heights Police Station, $500 for open alcohol and $500.
Well, it is $1,100 for storage, ma'am. Most of it is for storage.
Yeah, okay, but it's a bond at the police station for open alcohol, $500, and driving on revoked for
all right.
$500.
And you spoke with him. Has he ever agreed to pay?
Yes, he been saying he gonna get my car out ever since. Every day he said he gonna get my car out.
Sir?
Yeah, I agreed to get our car out, but I haven't had enough time. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been working, and I don't got no job. You know what I'm saying?
All right, is that all you on is alcohol, man?
Yeah.
You not on pills or anything?
No.
All right.
No, yeah, that one, he just on alcohol. He can't even handle it.
Okay, well, we'll find out when they get you some help. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to grant you the judgment. His only defense is he can't pay it, and that's not a legal defense. Good luck.
Thank you. I want to say to my son that I want him to stop drinking and get some help, because I don't want him to be like me, mess up his life, because alcohol is a drug. And I was on drugs when I was, at that age. And I love him, and I don't want him to, see him hurt or nothing, or back in jail, because alcohol leads you to jail, because it is a drug. And that's what got me in and out of jail and prisons, the drugs. And I just want him to get his life together.
Yeah, basically, I just want him to get himself together. It's still my brother at the end of the day. I love him.
I just want to tell my mama that I do love you. I'm gonna try my hardest to get myself together. I love both of y'all, and I wish I could have made some better decisions in my life. Hopefully, God willing, I can in the future. I love you.
I love you too, son.